Greetings everyone, Blugoblin here. Thank you for joining me for my comic book review for this week of May 2015. I apologize for being late. Well, actually this is the official ending of April, excuse me, yeah. It's like the ending of April slash beginning of May, sort of, here. And like I said, like I'm saying here, I apologize for being late. Things have been really busy at work lately, and went through some personal things. If you're a friend of mine on Facebook, you probably know what I'm talking about. But I'm doing all right. I was able to find some time to do this, and I decided to shoot this down here in the store, in the actual store, because in my nerd cave it's rather hot up there right now, and I just don't feel like putting up with the heat, so I'm just gonna do it down here where it's nice and cool, nice and quiet right now. One thing I want to get out of the way, the distributor shorted me the issues of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Conan Red Sonja, so I will not be reviewing those issues here on this particular video. If I'm able to get a hold of them through a reorder, then I will be happy to come either on here or on my Blugoblin X channel, and I will review them. When that time comes, I'll try to let you know. But I got something here from IDW, and the rest are from the big two, Marvel and DC. We're going to start with IDW. We're going to start with Jem The Holograms #2. This is the introduction of the Misfits in here. Now, being a guy that never really watched the cartoon in the 80s, I had a friend who did. It just wasn't me. I was more of a G.I. Joe, Transformers, Thundercats, Ninja Turtles guy. But I did have friends who watched the cartoon, and I just didn't care for it. But I thought, you know, I'm a little more mature now. I'm open to, you know, give franchises a chance. I mean, for God's sakes, I watched My Little Pony, for fuck's sakes. But okay, in this we're introduced to the rival band of the Holograms, the Misfits. But in here, it seems like the Misfits are kind of like the veteran band, and the Holograms are the up-and-coming band, the rookie band who is up-and-coming and ready to challenge them for, you know, supreme rulership of the music industry and whatever the hell that shit is. There's some dude with some purple hair that his character I just didn't care for. The storytelling is cute, the storytelling is decent, the artwork is very rich, it's very colorful, and it's just fantastic. I love the artwork in here. And one thing I really liked is that they're sticking to what I believe is the original continuity from the cartoon. Now, keep in mind, I never watched the cartoon, so if I get this wrong, don't bash me. But it seems like they're sticking with what I believe was the continuity thing, where Jerrica and Jem are known as two separate people, and she's keeping her identity as Jem a secret, and she's posing as the band's manager when she's Jerrica. Okay, that's fine. And also, it's also noted that Jerrica's sister Kimber, in the first issue, it was established that she's a lesbian, and she has a crush on one of the members of the Misfits. And I like the way the issue ends. The Misfits find out about this, and they're like, it's time to deal with a traitor. This was cute. This was fun. I'm not going to take this seriously at all. I just thought it was cute for what it was. The artwork was great. The storytelling was decent. There are many elements of this storyline right now that I'm not really that hyped up for. But for what it was a decent read. I did enjoy it. I give it a 3.5 out of 5. Alright, moving on to DC. We're going to start with Batman #40. Yeah. I had been asked by several people, hey, why do you think this issue's delayed? And I'm like, there has to be a good reason. And then I read this. Now I get it. Now I know why it was delayed. This is the conclusion to the Joker storyline. This is the conclusion to Endgame, in which we get to see just how sick and twisted the Joker really is, or what he believes he is and everything. The artwork in here was gruesome. The action scenes in here were disgustingly great. It's like, as I was reading this and seeing the panels of Batman and the Joker fighting, I was just seeing it in my head. I was just seeing a climactic battle between the two of them in my head, and it just felt awesome. You know, it's like, what if the animated series actually went a step further and, you know, took the rating and took the violence just even a bit further? You know, it's just really, really sickening stuff. But the ending, a lot of people have been talking about the ending. It's been getting mixed emotions. Me, myself, I understand where they're coming from, because Convergence is happening. There's supposedly going to be yet another big reboot or another big, you know, restarting for several characters. I get that. But with that being said, we've been down this road before. In fact, not too long ago we've been down this road before with what's going on with Batman. So, does it win any points for originality? No. But I thought the storytelling was great. I thought the swerves were done very well. There was one clever swerve in here that I did not expect, and I thought it was handled very well. I thought the writing was solid. I thought the pacing was good. Like I said, the artwork was just incredible. And the way this story ended was, in my opinion, excellently done. It's nothing original, and we've been down this road before. So, in a sense, I kind of have to politely call bullshit on what's going on with Bruce right now, because I don't see it lasting. I don't see what they did to him in this issue. I don't see it lasting. DC just loves to hit that reset button after they do shocking moments like this. But as it is, it's a great issue. It's a great read, and it ends very well. It's gripping the way it should be. It's the Joker. What the fuck else do you expect? It was good. For what it was, I really loved it. I give it a 4. Moving on to Convergence number 4. Yeah. This is, again, another showcase for Earth 2 characters. It's mainly another showcase for the Earth 2 characters. Also a shining spotlight for Earth 2 Dick Grayson, for Deimos, for the rest of the team. And I like the fact that they have this new Superman already following that Boy Scout persona. You know, it's like, I'll fight, but I won't kill. It's like they just didn't waste any time. You know, he's already got the truth, justice, and the American way bullshit already patented down. But this was actually very fun to read. It was actually really enjoyable. I did like it. It's like they're calling Telos out. It's like, why are you following orders from Brainiac? You're so powerful. Why? And he's like, I just do it because I must. Yeah, and it's just really interesting on how far they're going with this. You know, it's so far I'm enjoying this a lot better than I did Final Crisis. And I know that's saying a lot. But yeah, nicely done for what it was. A good showcasing for the Earth 2 characters right before they're ready to relaunch a new Earth 2 series. So, for what it's worth, I liked it. The artwork was fantastic. The writing was good. Not too bad. There are a few things that just made me go, it could have been done better. It is what it is. I thought it was well done. Good job by DC. It's hard to take a weekly series and keep it consistently good. And they're trying their best with this. I really honestly believe that. And I give this a 3.5. Going on to some Convergence tie-ins. More of the same stuff in here, but this is good stuff. We're starting off with Convergence Action Comics number 1. I got this just out of sheer morbid curiosity, because you're dealing with you're dealing with Superman, I believe, from pre-Crisis Earth 2. I don't know. Where Superman's kind of middle-aged, got the whole Reed Richards gray side hair going on there. You got Power Girl, and you got Red Sun Superman in here. Clearly, my favorite character in this particular issue was indeed Red Sun Lex Luthor. Such an arrogant bastard, even when DC tries their best to portray him as a good guy in this issue. It's just really, really good stuff. You can sense the hidden depression, trying to hide, the depression from the characters, trying to hide it with happiness. Power Girl's found a relationship. Superman, the pre-Crisis Earth 2 Superman, or Reed Richards Superman, he has come out with his identity. Now everybody knows he's Superman because he doesn't have any powers. He's happy with Lois. But everybody's still talking about the dome that's been up for a year and everything. This was decent. Kara has a hard time adjusting to this newfound humanity that she's been forced into. She hates the fact that she looks like she's aging. Her skin doesn't glow anymore. You can tell that she's trying to be happy. She's trying to adjust. But in the end, she really misses having her powers as much as, other people do. But still, to me, my favorite character in this issue was Lex Luthor from the Red Sun Superman stuff. This was fun. It was a fun, all-around good issue. Good issue for what it was. I give it a 3.5. Alright. We're going on to Convergence Booster Gold #1. Damn right. I was ready for this. And I love the fact that they used the original Booster Gold logo from his very first series. It's like, don't get me wrong, the logo that they had for his last run, right before the New 52 launched, that logo was good. But man, this right here just screams Booster Gold. That logo is just fucking awesome. Now, some of the storytelling takes place it takes place and it ties in, so to speak, not just to Convergence, but also ties into the Futures End Booster Gold one-shot, which unfortunately I didn't read. So there's a lot of stuff in here that goes on that I'm kind of lost on. But thankfully, as they do in all the Convergence tie-ins, they give you a little history lesson, a little 2-page spread history lesson that they do in all this other bullshit. But come on, let's be honest. Most of this shit us older fans already fucking know. This is for all you new readers out there who want a history lesson in a fucking comic book. Yeah, Dan Jurgens. I mean, when you think about key writers, okay, when you think about, let's say, Spider-Man, who's the one writer that you think about more than anybody else when it comes to Spider-Man? Of course, Stan Lee. When you think of Batman, you instantly think of guys like Bob Kane or maybe Scott Snyder. Or when you think of Daredevil, you think of Mark Waid. When you think of Booster Gold, you think of damn fucking Jurgens. But in here, this didn't have so much of the silliness that I love about Booster Gold in here. We take a little step backward from it. Don't worry, there is still some of it in there. I mean, there's a wink and a nod to the Keeping Up with the Kardashians shit, which instantly dates the book, which that pop culture reference wasn't necessary. And I like the fact that there's one of the boosters, they encounter the Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes from way back when. And I like the gag. It's like, Supes, why are you wearing your panties on the outside of your pants? He's like, they're not panties, they're part of the costume. And I'm like, yeah, just knock that shit. I don't mind superheroes wearing their underwear on the outside. Who fucking cares? It's part of the costume. Get over it. But it's like, it's like New 52 booster meets an alternate reality booster. It's like a Booster Gold from the previous universe, just aged like 15 years older. And New 52 Booster Gold runs into runs into Rip Hunter, Booster Gold's son. And he starts talking about all the stuff that's going on in the New 52, and Rip had no idea. He had no idea that Superman and Wonder Woman are a couple. And he is like a time-traveling alternate reality wizard. He knows everything. He thinks he knows everything about everything when it comes to alternate universes and alternate realities. And he's obviously from an alternate reality where the New 52 isn't knowledgeable yet. So it came as quite a shock to him, which I thought that was a pretty nice touch. But we find out something about the aged Booster Gold from prior universe. We find out that his time traveling and everything has done something to his body, and it's killing him. Very nicely done stuff in here, and I just absolutely geeked out for the cliffhanger at the end of the book. This was fun. This was fun. This was well done, well written, well paced. The artwork was good. It just felt like old times reading Booster Gold. Now, was this a 5-star classic? Hell no. But for what it was, I enjoyed it. I had fun reading it, and like I said, I absolutely loved that cliffhanger. Just great stuff. I give it a 3.5 as well. Not perfect, but I'll take it for what it is. It was good. Convergence, Detective Comics #1. Oh my god. I got this for many reasons. You know, Len Wein does the writing, and I love his writing for the most part. But I need to give y'all another history lesson. For those of you who don't know, I swear to you, I am not making this up, and neither is DC. I can't believe I knew once all these Convergence tie-ins were coming out and we were going to get winks and nods and peeks at other universes and shit from way back when, I knew it was only a matter of time before I was going to see this fucking idiotic piece of shit again. Okay, I gotta see if I can find a decent picture that's got the full-blown costume here. Okay, this looks like it's a good enough thing here. It's Robin and Huntress, Earth 2, pre-crisis Earth 2. It's a grown-up Robin and Helena Wayne, Bruce Wayne's daughter, the late Bruce Wayne's daughter. This is from the time period where Batman had passed, and Robin considered taking the mantle, but he didn't out of respect for Batman. So what did he do? He created a hybrid costume. Picture Batman's costume with an R in the center and a yellow cape and a domino mask. That is what you get. This is easily one of the stupidest looking hybrid costumes that I remembered from my childhood. That I remember reading in old books, and I was like, oh my god, I can't believe they actually tried to pass this costume off with all seriousness, because it sucked back then and it fucking sucks now. But as bad as the costume was, the storytelling in here was actually really good. I love the espionage kind of stuff in here. I like the dark grittiness in here that goes with it. It's just really good. And I love the sentimental parts of the storytelling in here. That was also really good. And I like the fact that Red Sun Superman and Robin and Huntress, they come across each other. Robin and Superman are trying to get along, but Huntress is she just seems kind of paranoid in this issue. She kind of does. But it adds to the storytelling, and it's really, really good stuff. It's like Huntress believes that she can, win this fight that she's being forced into, but she's clearly in and over her head, and it's good stuff. It's good stuff. Despite the stupid-ass costumes in here, it was actually pretty good for what it was. It suffers from the horribly bad Robin costume in here, but it was good for what it was. I could give it either a 3 or a 3.5. It's around in that area. It was good. All right, moving on to He-Man: The Eternity War #5, Destiny of Doom. In here, I like what they did with She-Ra in here, but of all people to save her, it ended up being Skeletor. Skeletor, by the way, looks badass in here. And I like the fact that there is a wink and a nod to the He-Man versus the Masters of the Universe versus DC Universe storyline that I missed out on. And it explained, with the exposition that it gave us, it explained what happened to Skeletor and Orko. But I like the fact that Skeletor was able to travel to alternate realities and other universes and everything like that. And you see different versions of Skeletor on one page, including the robot chicken Skeletor. I swear I'm not making that up. And the original early 80s animated Skeletor. But this was good for what it was. There's a traitor in the mist. I'll say that. But I'm not going to ruin who it is. And I'm not even going to ruin which side. Is it the good side or the evil side that has a traitor in the mist? The ending, or, the ending / cliffhanger of this issue, I didn't really know what to think about it when I first read it. I had to look through it again to really let it sink in. I'm like, interesting. This was actually really good. Abnett and Mahan, they do a great job with this. Artwork is incredible, as always. The writing is good. It's really good. Yes, what they did with She-Ra does seem like a bit of a cop-out, but it does add to proper character development when it comes to the Sword of Protection. It makes sense when you think about storytelling like this. For what it was, I enjoyed it. I thought it was great. Nicely done. Hardly any complaints at all. Just a head-scratching kind of ending for me, but it was great for what it was. I give it a 3.5 as well. Alright, moving on to All New Captain America number 6. I'm going to try to breeze through these a little quicker. Rick Remender and Stuart Immonen. Yeah, it's like, okay, Sam's got his back against the wall, and he has that big superhero triumphant comeback, but with a price. Sometimes victory has a price, and he does indeed pay a price. Or does he? I'm not going to ruin anything about that. Really good stuff. Not bad. Kudos to everybody who worked on this. I thought it was good. Some more exposition and backstory telling while we're for Sam, while we're also having to deal with what Sam's going through with Hydra in here and everything. Good. Really good. Thumbs up. Y'all did a great job, Marvel. This was a nice read. Really good. It really, honestly, truly does feel like a Captain America book. And, who says Captain America has to be Steve Rogers? I liked it when Bucky was Cap, and I'm liking Sam as Cap so far. This was good. I enjoyed it. Nicely done, 3.5. I really think this is an unfair advantage since I didn't get Ninja Turtles or Conan Red Sonja, but fuck it. It's my show, doing what I want to do. This right here is my pick of the week, folks. Daredevil, number 15. Jesus Christ. Mark Waid, God bless you, man. You working that magic so well. This was amazing. I didn't think, and I've said it before and I'll say it again, Matt looks like a complete douche going around in a red business suit, still calling himself Daredevil. Even though him going around in the red suit, he does look ridiculous in that, he still acts like Daredevil. He doesn't have a completely swelled head. He still acts like Daredevil, he still fights like Daredevil, and god damn it, this fucking worked. So well done. Really good stuff. And I like the fact that even though Matt's dressed like a fucking joke, he still takes his job as both an attorney and a crime fighter very seriously. It's just really, really, really awesome stuff. He's trying to find out what's going on with the Shroud, but man, the Shroud just hits Matt hard. He just hits Matt very fucking hard in here. Oh, it's like Matt tries to bluff him. He's like, what are you really doing here? Everybody already knows I'm Daredevil, but no. He takes it a step further, and he really hits Matt where it fucking hurts. Oh my god. You want to talk about making it personal. Jesus. This is a whole new level of exposure, people. This was fantastic, and as if that wasn't good enough, we got to the cliffhanger of the book. Matt realizes he's in probably one of the biggest pickles he's ever been in his life. And he realizes that there's something that he has to do. It's desperation time, people. That fucking cliffhanger. Oh my god. Oh my god. This book was outstanding. If you are not on Daredevil right now, where the fuck are you? You need to get on board with this. This is easily one of the best series out of Marvel right now. Daredevil is a hot topic right now. Jump on that bandwagon. Get on board with this character and just love it for what it is. This issue was fantastic. I'm giving it a 4.5. Fucking amazing. It loses half a point for the red business suit. Going on to Princess Leia number 3. Once again, another shot of Mark Waid awesomeness. Leia finds a hidden base for the last remaining Alderaans, the last remaining people of the planet Alderaan, which was blown to smithereens. But they find out that there is a traitor amongst their people. And at first they suspected it's Leia herself. So Leia not only has to defend herself, but also prove to everybody that she's not the traitor, even though every piece of information that they share with each other, somehow the Empire is finding out. And so they do find out that there is a spy amongst the Alderaan people. And I liked how this was written. I loved how this was paced. The artwork was good. And by the end, it all works out for Leia. But even though Leia's name was indeed cleared in this issue, that doesn't mean the story ends. That doesn't mean there's a happy ending, because, like it or not, there's still a spy that they got to find. And I like how this story was. I loved how this issue was paced. I loved how it was drawn. Just really good stuff. Mark Waid just knows his shit. I think Mark Waid could actually be the best writer at Marvel right now. I'm gonna go there. This was good. This was damn good. A solid read, and I really enjoyed it, and I think you would too. Give this a chance. You may like this maybe even more than I did. It was really good. I give it a 4. We're almost done, folks. We've got 2 left. We got Wolverines, number 16. Yeah. Shogun and his band of people from Paradise, they're starting to fall apart. Yeah, and not really much to say about this one. It's just more great dialogue from Mystique, but it's just it's decent for what it is. I thought it was nicely handled. We get to see more of what Mr. Sinister is planning in here, and it's kind of disturbing. But then again, it's Mr. Sinister. It's almost predictable that it's going to be disturbing, which to me kind of takes a little bit of the disturbingness off. It kind of hurts it a little bit, because when you're dealing with shit from Sinister, it's like I said, it's almost a given that you're going to see some disturbing shit, which kind of hurts it overall. But for what it was okay. I liked it for what it was. I'll be nice and give it a 3. Thought it was alright. Sadly, we're going to end this review on a bit of a note. X-Men 26. I think this could actually be the last time I review this series on here, because this wraps everything up with the so-called second Krakoa story and everything, but I'm just not feeling it. I'm really not. I think 26 issues is a good number to round out on. They tried. They really tried. But you know, some of these characters some of these characters I don't see hardly anywhere else. It's hard to see Jubilee anywhere else, especially Monet. Rachel and Storm and Psylocke, they're all over the fucking place. But this just didn't really do that much for me. I mean, it was alright, but I just don't feel nothing from this. I really don't. And you know, some new series are coming up from Marvel, DC, and some from independent books and stuff like that. And sacrifices have got to be made, and I'm thinking I'm pretty much done with this series. It was like I said, it was all right, but yeah, get a good look at that, folks. X-Men 26. This was an average read at best. I'm giving it a 2.5, and I think I'm going to call it on this one. I think I'm done. I think I'm going to remove that from my poll. Well, that's all I got for this review, everybody. I want to thank y'all for watching. Please subscribe to this channel, Blugoblin01. Don't forget Blugoblin X, where I do Midtown comic stashes. Those may be on hold right now. My buddy Chris, TheMtVernonKid, he contacted me not too long ago and said he's got some personal things to take care of, and I respect that. So the Midtown comic stashes, I got another one on the way, but those will probably be put on hold for a bit. Don't forget Jennifer and I with Arkham Asylum Studio. We just did. We still go check out those videos. We just did one for Avengers Age of Ultron figures. I think you should go check that out. Don't forget, follow me on Twitter at Blugoblin01. Look for me on Tumblr, Pinterest, Facebook, wherever you want to find me, or you can stick with me here on YouTube. Thanks again for watching, everybody. I'm Groot. See you later.